Alright, so today we're going to talk about the Vancouver Canucks and what to expect from them in the upcoming 2018-19 season. So right now, this chart you're seeing right here is pretty much my prediction on what their lineup will look like for next season. As you can see, first line we got Berchior, Besser, Eriksson, Gagne, Goldobin, Godet, Pedersen, Virtanen, Roussel, Beagle, Sutter. And for the scratch players, I have Marcus Granlund, Archibald, Leipzig. On defense, I have Eller, Tanev, Hutton, Delzato, Ulevi, and Goodbranson, and goaltending's pretty much the same, Markstrom and Nielsen. So this is my predicted lineup, and let's talk about a little bit. So I think the first line's this is without a doubt going to be the first line. You pretty much have three best players on that top line. Horvat, that playmaking center, good in his own end. Besser, just pretty much the best player on the team, complete stud. We all saw what he did in his rookie season, and I really don't think he's gonna go through that sophomore slump. I think he's gonna continue to score goals for the Canucks, do everything he can. Berchi is gonna be on the first line. It's been taking him some time to develop. He was first round pick back in 2011, I believe. I think he was 13th overall to the Flames. Didn't really work out for them, but he's been developing. He's getting better. I think he's gonna hit his full potential soon. And these past couple years, he's been realizing his potential. So playing with Horvat and Besser will definitely help him. On that second line, I have Gagne and Eriksson. I guess that's pretty much self-explanatory. I don't think they're going to give a bunch of rookies who never played NHL games second line minutes immediately. As you see, I have Pedersen, that third line. I think Pedersen will move his way up to the second line, but for now I got Gagne and Eriksson there. And you might have noticed I put Goldobin there. I think the Canucks will continue on giving Goldobin plenty of ice time to also help him realize his full potential. Just like how they did when he played with the Sedins. And a lot of people may think he's a bust and all that, but at the same time, at the end of the 2017-18 season, he really started picking it up. He was scoring towards the end of the season, and he was definitely gaining some confidence. So I think they're going to try to see if he can translate those top 6 minutes into next season. On third line, I have Godet, Pedersen, and Virtanen. I think it's a no-brainer that Godet is going to make the roster. I think they're not going to give him a top 6 role right away, but I feel like he's gonna definitely get better as the season comes along, and I do think that he's eventually gonna find his way on the second line, replacing Eriksson. And Elias Pettersson, I feel like after his monster year in the SHL, they're definitely gonna give him a look. And I don't think they're gonna give him a huge responsibility of second line center right away. I think they're definitely gonna start him on the third line. On the right side, we got Virtanen, although I don't think he's going to be on the bottom 6 for the entire season. I think they're going to definitely see how he does in a top 6 role next season, maybe replacing Eriksson or Goldobin there on the wing. But I think it's going to be his last shot at proving he can be a top 6 player. If not, well, the 6th overall pick in 2014 is going to be a bottom 6 player. So, yeah. And then on the fourth line, I have Beagle and Roussel. A lot of people don't really like the signing. And, I mean, it can't be too bad. The Canucks, they need to find some veteran leadership after the Sedins retired. And I think Beagle and Roussel are the guys, but their contracts are overpaid at the same time, so it's kind of meh. And then Brandon Sutter there on the fourth line. So pretty much Vancouver needed that gritty very gritty, very responsible fourth line with experience, and I think that's part of the reason why they brought them in, not just for the veteran leadership, but for all that grit the Canucks have been missing on their fourth line this past season. And I think Marcus Granlund and Archibald Leipzig will be scratched, and I don't know if Leipzig will be scratched. I think he will be given some AHL time again. If it's not Leipzig, they're probably going to call up some grinder from the AHL. So, yeah. Or maybe if it's not Leipzig, they can throw in Brendan Gauntz. Try to give him a few games. And moving on to defense, I got Edler Tanev. So, yeah, I think that's self-explanatory too, but I really hope the Canucks deal away Tanev soon. He's he's not old. He's not 30 yet, but a lot of teams are looking for a very responsible defensive defenseman like Tanev is, and the Canucks can definitely get a lot in return for him. I'm sure they can definitely end up with the first round pick or in a prospect maybe. But I think Tanev is definitely should be traded, especially since the Canucks are projected to not do well at all next year. And then second pairing got Hutton and Del Zotto. Although I'm not too sure about Hutton on that second pairing, he's had a sophomore slump after a good rookie season, and I forgot to put Troy Stetcher in there, but I think if Hutton but I think if Hutton doesn't play too well, Stetcher will replace him on that second pairing there. And then the third pairing gets a little interesting. I think Ulevi will be given a shot next year, and I think if he gets a shot, it's gonna have to be on the third pairing. And once again, Canucks don't really want to give their top prospects responsibility right away. So I think Ulevi will start in the third pairing. Doesn't If he shows he's not very ready, then he will be sent down to the AHL. And then we got Goodbranson there. And I don't know. I don't really like Goodbranson. I don't think he really suits the modern NHL, which is all about speed. But he is big. He does deliver hits. He is a stay-at-home defenseman. And I guess he could be replaced by Stetcher. So I guess Stetcher could pretty much fit anywhere in this lineup. And then the goaltending tandem Markstrom Nielsen is pretty much the same. I know a lot of people want to get Thatcher Demko in there, and I agree. I think we need to find a trade for Nielsen. Uh, yeah, we just need to find a trade for Nielsen so we can get a good look at Demko. But if either Markstrom or Nielsen go down due to injury, I think Demko will definitely be the guy to call up. Because, he's shown he can definitely play in the AHL. I do think that the NHL is where he belongs for next season. Oh, yeah, and I also forgot to mention Quinn Hughes. I know there's been some speculations swarming around that he can play in the NHL next season. He says he's confident enough to do it, but I don't know. I just don't really see a 7th overall player playing the NHL right off the bat. He's coming off a freshman year in college. I think if he plays college again, he'll be able to mature more, maybe work on his defensive game a little bit. I really do think that playing college again would benefit him. I wouldn't I wouldn't think to put him in the AHL next year. I just don't. I just wouldn't really want to lose risking his confidence at all. I think if he plays college again, he'll definitely keep building up confidence. And the AHL we're not too sure about, and I say just keep it safe, keep playing him in college. I really don't see him making the NHL next year. Okay, so lastly, do I see this team as a playoff team? Um, and I'm really sorry, Canucks fans, but I'm gonna have to say no. Instead, I I instead see this team as contenders for the first overall pick in 2019. So that projected pick is supposed to be Jack Hughes as of when this video is uploaded. So I don't really think that tanking for first overall would really be a a bad scenario for the Canucks. And a lot of things are gonna have to happen if they even want to come close to being a contender. Patterson is gonna have to have uh, a Calder contending season. Besser's gonna just do what he did in his rookie season. Godobin's have to play like how he was projected to be when the Sharks took him in the first round 2014. Yolevi's supposed to play how he's projected next year. I guess maybe even possibly Hughes has to make the lineup. So a lot of things are going to have to play out for the Canucks if they even want to come close to being a contender. And I really don't think all of this is going to happen at once. I think a lot of these prospects still need some time to develop, but even if the Canucks don't make the playoffs, and then it wouldn't be such a bad thing. They can get another high draft pick, but this is definitely a team that's going in the right direction. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.